and welcome back to a brand new reaction video.
Hello.
What is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scalding Hot Assam? What is the tea girl?
Tea girl? Well, yes. Which tea girl is it today? I wonder who.
Blair White. Hello, Luxeria.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm having a great skin day today.
She is, yes.
I feel glowing for a change, which is
Baby's
nice.
placenta facial.
Yes, the whole baby is ground up.
Oh my god.
Baby's placenta. No, we're not doing that. We'll give the groomers something to talk about.
We will, yeah. A little while ago, we used to have a series where we would look at like really weird like toys from the past. We did adverts from the past, like lots of like, random shit. And one thing we haven't really done is like inventions from the past.
Yes, and I think there's going to be quite a selection in here.
There is.
Because the past is completely deranged.
When you go back to like the early 1900s, it was like people were, I mean, they were literally huffing glue, I guess, weren't they?
And arsenic in the
arsenic,
wallpaper,
lead,
yeah, lead,
iodine.
yeah. Feed your baby pure fluorine from the floor.
Ooh. So yes, today we're going to go back and look at some old inventions that no longer exist on things
Yes.
that might be illegal today.
Yes.
But anyway.
All of it.
All of it. You're an eagle. Please hit the like button.
Makes it
subscribe.
more exciting. Sorry, I interrupt. Yes, click the like button, subscribe, share to all your friends.
Oh, Roly, you
Make
should
sure
really
you
learn
post
to
on
listen
Facebook.
because you interrupt her so much.
Oh yeah, you should,
yeah.
It's my ADHD, you know. Unmanageable woman.
Anyway, be fab. No, say goodbye.
Yeah, bye. Glad you had fun. See you all later. That's it. Oh, that'd be a nice work day, wouldn't it?
So this is apparently called a old baby stroller.
Right. Okay. What was wrong with
From
the other strollers?
What this looks like? I don't know what the.
It
Sure.
looks like a compression device. Like, oh, is your baby too loud? Just compress them.
So let's see what this. So
Right.
this part there's no sound.
Ah, mummy, I want the wheels. Oh.
Wait, so baby just has to like. You just have to hold on.
But if you look, the baby's also like squatting. That would be so uncomfortable.
She was being compressed.
She was, yeah. Foreseeing the past. She can tell the future, but only if she's already seen the video from the past.
Oh, clever. Do it again.
A useless psychic.
20 years ago, you're gonna get hurt.
America's Next Top Model.
She just goes to like graveyards and be like, you're gonna die.
Oh my god, I sense death in this place. There's been an accident in the cemetery.
No one's told me anything about this cemetery, but I thought
you
there might be
haven't
dead
heard.
people there.
Yeah.
No. Okay,
Anyway.
but- what the hell is this? I can't believe as well that you just have to hope that your child holds on.
Yeah, because what if they, I don't know, saw a squirrel and were like children often are.
That is obscene.
Very well behaved, though.
Yeah,
I
very well.
I do, like, anyone who's perhaps neurodivergent in the comments, I would never have gotten on this as a child. I'd have been like, that's too dirty, I'm outside, I
And
hate
they're
it.
just like, oh, it's just because your baby's a bit slow.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, put her in the home.
I've had enough of you. I'm taking you to the home.
Oh no, not the home, Dad.
Literally that. But imagine if you had, like, a particularly hyperactive, energetic child. They're not going to be like, yay, I have to hold on for dear life.
But also, like,
Maybe they might.
these wheels look a bit rickety. And, like, it's all she's pulling it on is like a tiny hand at the top. It's like, see, look at this handle. It looks so tiny.
Weird.
But I think to myself, what happens if the rotary and suddenly goes, ugh.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It
Baby's
reminds-
that bag,
It
Giles.
reminds me a little bit of like, you know the old ladies when they go to the shops and they pull those
Oh, the
like
little
trolley
trolley
wheels.
things, yeah.
It's that, but it's like, oh, inside it is actually my
Oh,
child.
yes, ricketing around, jiggly dong. She's dead.
Wiggly dog, yes. It reminds me a lot of hoverboards in a weird way.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like maybe like a prototype video or if it actually ever hit market or something. Because everything back in the day, like this is clearly like a well-to-do woman.
Yeah.
Like she's dressed in a fancy dress for her taking her child for a walk. I don't quite understand what they're doing because women didn't work, did they?
No,
weren't allowed. No, we're
they
not
weren't,
allowed
no.
a bank account unless
No.
you were married.
I always think to myself when I look at old things, I'm like, everyone is dead.
Oh yeah, no.
All these people lived
Yeah.
a full life of what you could live back then because life expectancy was like 6.
Yeah,
So,
true. You can think about it the other way as well. In 100 years, there'll be 8 billion brand new people on the planet,
and we'll all
maybe
be
a couple
dead.
of stragglers from
I
now.
know,
Oh,
us.
if you're lucky, cheers to that.
Cheers to that, vampiric.
Yeah.
What are you, a vampire?
I just want to point out the top comment, which is so like absolutely true of what happens now. Is 100 years ago, kids could be trusted to hold on tight, not fall off.
Shut up.
For God's sake, get a grip. It's survivor's bias though, because you know all the like oldie people that are like, well, we survived without seatbelts and I didn't
yeah,
die.
yeah,
It's
exactly,
like,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
because all of your friends that did aren't here to
Oh,
say,
dead,
well, I
yeah.
died.
Well, I died. 100%. That is exactly it. So this is called a baby cage, a penthouse for a baby.
A penthouse for Aunt Babage?
Part of Baron's Court, but there's neither courtyard nor garden, either at
in
the
the
back
train?
or in the front, for the babies of these
the
West
old
Londoners
world.
to romp in safety. But Mrs. Morris thinks her toddlers have a right to.
Oh,
a place
Mrs.
on the
Morris.
side.
Monsieur the
So
toddlers.
This world surprise awaits little Sally. Who
Oh,
A surprise waits little, yeah, thrown straight out the window.
down to death. Both of these people are probably dead now. All of them.
Baby, it's cold outside. Brother Paul is in on the secret.
If it
but
was
poor
cold
cousin
outside, why would
Sally,
you
little
dangle
does
your
she
baby
know,
out
why
the
would you
window?
put it-
Oh, it's raining, but she loves the atmosphere.
Actually, Sally's not surprised. She knew about it all the time.
Oh, she's
not
not
surprised.
surprised. Sentient
No,
baby.
yeah, she's like, I'm not
After all, the whole
surprised.
thing
Let's
stands
leave.
out as a stand-in for a garden,
I
so
can't
she's
believe
getting
that
down
this
to
was-
it.
Oh, it's
And it
so,
looks
it
so
looks like
rickety
chicken
as well.
wire.
It does
This
not-
kind of cagey caper. Still, Sally gets a
But
kick
and
out
the
of
other
it.
kid-
I'm gagged about the size of the windows, though. You'd
Yeah.
never get that in London now, would you? And the other one!
I can't. It's. The,
King Charles! No, get out of the way!
You can't turn them off, can you?
No.
Sorry, the ending got a bit obscure.
Chaotic there.
This other kid as well, just like jumps on it as if like.
That's normal?
Like, how do they even tell the weight of it?
Do you think it was like a thing that they'd order from like...
Etsy.
Yeah, no, but you know, like, oh, I was trying to be Argos, order it from the
Argos.
catalogue, you know,
The
oh,
catalogue.
DIY, set it up yourself, girls. That looks so dangerous. And the thing is, it's never like on the ground floor. It's always like 740
Exactly.
high
Like,
story.
If they fell, there's no surviving that as well. If a baby falls from a height, it could potentially survive if it landed on its own. But the fact
Oh
that it's got
no,
lots of wire and shit
I think
all
you're
around
just
it.
forgetting that the new generations are woke and
Yeah, well,
weak.
yeah, sorry, weak.
Because
yeah.
the boomers would have been like, back in my day, we just fell out of the window and I turned out fine.
Exactly. No, Keith, you've got no legs, arms, or nose, or mouth.
And you stink of lead.
I beg your pardon, are you ill?
The idea of having this baby cage and just be like, go on, kids, just jump outside. What happens if the kid gets too excited and like jumps too hard?
What if they see someone they love and they're like, oh my god, let me out, girls.
Yeah,
And then
that's a good point, actually, because like they're not going to understand the like the.
They don't understand
the science
gravity,
of
they're not
gravity
conscious
and weight
yet.
and all that stuff. Like, if you did that now, there'd be little like teenagers going, let's pull the cage down, let's
yeah,
kill
oh,
the
100%,
baby.
yeah, let's throw rocks at the baby.
They're-
Awful.
I would do it.
We've had you well.
Yeah.
You look the sort. Running around town in your big stompy boots.
I know.
Going, pull the babies out the windows. Just like
Suzanne.
Susanna.
Yeah, poor little
Trini and
Susanna.
Susanna.
Trini and Susanna fell out of a
She
window.
probably,
Yeah.
she probably was stolen
Yeah,
as a baby.
she was. Yeah, dead now. This is apparently some workout promotion video.
I think I've seen something similar to this before, but I haven't
Okay.
seen. I don't think I've seen this one.
So this is apparently some workout
Right.
video promoting the gym or something. What the hell
Oh
is
no!
that?
Okay.
Oh,
no,
there's the.
yes.
Did they ever work? Was that a
No,
joke? Was
they
that a
don't.
lie?
They don't. So they only. Oh my goodness me! She's having a fun time on
Oh, she-
Twitter after dark.
What?
No, so oh, please don't laugh. This is a very serious vet. Oh,
While we're laughing.
Yeah,
Cancelled!
told off. Oh,
Beat! Oh, beaten!
Oh, boxing was very
What?
different.
I don't
back then.
understand. What the hell is that weird
So,
thing?
the idea behind all these things that like wiggle you and like make you do all this is that you're meant to resist it, and that's your muscles engaging.
Oh,
Because
but-
if you're just shaking like this, you're not really like, you're not working out.
But I
You're
guess
not
people
working up
just
a
kind of
sweat.
stood there and let it happen rather than trying to.
I mean, this is very, very like old science, I guess.
Yeah.
Science, I'm using the word science very loosely. Like rolling like this, I guess if you're doing like lymphatic massage after having a BBL or something, like you would have like fat. You can
Imagine
get
people in
No,
the
I know.
1910s having
I'm just-
BBLs.
I'm trying to make it make sense, girls. So you know when, well, maybe you don't because you've not had a BBL. I mean, I haven't either. But I know a massage therapist who has like special BBL clients. Like after you have like lipo or you have like fat injection, you have to have it massaged to smooth it out. And I'm wondering if maybe that's the idea behind this is they've gone, just roll away all your naughty bits, ladies.
Maybe.
Ooh, sounds delish.
It's funny to see like a man doing this because like when I think of like the jiggly thing, you always ever see women having it around their like waistline or something.
100%. But also in the 60s, you saw like there's like a PSA being like, the modern woman doesn't go to the gym and do all that. She stands still and has somebody else do it for her. And it's like a wiggly thing, and she's got like a full face of makeup, and she's like, this is lovely.
This is lovely.
I'm managing my weight. And it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
no, that's just not
But
working,
don't
sis.
laugh. This is a very
It's the
serious
barbiturates you're
affair.
on.
Yes.
You laughed.
So this is apparently to help you parallel park.
I could use that now, to be
I'm
honest.
sad that none of these have audio. I wish they had audio. So this person has got the wheel and it comes
Oh,
up.
that's interesting. Gosh, that,
Here we
that
go
was,
round the
that was also
neighborhood.
quite fast.
That was
like-
it. Beat.
Especially back in the day where you didn't have power steering, you didn't have like slowly
That's
does it.
actually really
It's-
like.
yeah. Imagine like back in this day and age, you could drink and drive as well. Imagine you're just like a person walking past and someone's like, smack, and you're just fully taken out by a swirling car.
Twirling towards freedom. I quite like this. I remember when I was learning to drive, this is the one thing that I really struggled with. Like if I took my final test, that was the one thing that would have probably failed on.
Well, it's different now because we've got reversing cameras, so it's a lot easier to do.
I guess,
and
yeah, I learned
now.
in like the late 2000s, so it was
Yeah,
obviously...
same.
Yeah.
I learned literally all we had was power steering and a
dead
hope
body.
that you didn't die.
My driving instructor was really misogynistic. He used to make so many weird comments about women as we were driving, and I was like, this is really uncomfortable and horrible.
Oh, it's stupid, isn't it? It's so weird. It's a sensible pattern. I don't think it has a place in the modern world now, but I'm sure people would still use it if they had the option to put it in. I'm sure people would buy it. Do you know, back in the day, the fridges used to have like door handles like they did in like bathrooms or anything.
Really?
So you couldn't open them from the inside, and the reason why they changed it so you can just push them open is because children would climb inside and die.
Of course, there's always children that ruin everything.
It's always children. What's that phrase? Health and safety is written in blood, girls!
I know, and it's on your lips right now.
Vampire?
This is very... if you had blood this colour, you'd be very ill.
So this is called 1935 quarry workers ride the rails with this device while returning home from work.
Right, okay.
Wait, so they put... What?
There's sound.
No, there's actually sound on this. Hang on.
Oh, she's very
really quiet.
Right, hello.
This is their rolling stock, or perhaps I'd better call it rolling stick. Just 3 small wheels and a pole, and it rides across the 2 inner rails.
Toboggan run, girls!
That's really
Can't
fun,
be used across
actually.
the proper track because, as you can see, there are rollers down the middle which carry the cable, which draws the large trucks.
Oh my god.
Wait, so how is it moving? Is it being pulled by this cable?
I don't know. Like
Here
maybe...
they come. Now see them pull up at the bottom. Each of the little trucks, if you can call them that, has a handbrake.
Handbrake?
Wow!
That's so
Happens
clever.
even on the best regulated railways, and we managed to shoot one. But something makes me suspicious.
Another train just comes in the other direction. It's like, couldn't take them all out. Pinball girls!
Well, that's what he was going to be like, well, I've got a suspicion. Oh, nobody cares. So it's like,
It looks like
a little seat with a wheel on and like a, I guess that's like a stabilizing thing.
Yeah, and it...
See, this cable here that runs alongside it, I'm like, what is that how it's like pulled along? Does it connect onto it?
I don't think it does.
No. So how does it move? Are they going just downhill? Is that what
Well,
it
like,
is?
is there current in like the track?
But then, like, surely you wouldn't be allowed that close if there's a
I
current.
guess they're
in it.
holding on to it as well. I don't know.
These kind of look like capacitors or something, don't
Yeah.
they? So maybe it is current. Oh, the mysteries of the past!
Anyone who's here who were born in the 1930s.
Who was old enough to use this, please tell us about it. Oh, there's like a little description.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay, so it does require energy.
So maybe it does connect to the current that's in the track. Because they said, like,
Well,
don't touch the center of the track or whatever.
No, but that's on a third rail. It's on a separate. It's
Oh.
a separate, like the
Third wheeling!
Yeah, very much this. It doesn't go through the actual track that the train is on. It goes on a one next to it.
Oh. Hit the train track. Don't
Darling
come
Bob,
back.
I've got it. To avoid having a heavier man crash into a lighter man ahead of him, this lever at the top serves as a brake. Oh, very financially embarrassed.
Old inventions that never caught on. And of course, it's in half P.
1/2 of a pixel, if you're lucky. Oh, what is that? That looks terrifying.
Does this have sound? Oh, it's just music. Okay,
Rhythmic
so
gymnastics.
this underwater propeller belt. Wait, surely that's not like what? Made out of batteries, I guess. Whee! What? Oh, it's really quick. Helicopter boat. No, stop it. That's up here. No, someone.
What is that?
I'm-
Oh, stop doing all that. A helicopter boat.
The people from the past had an obsession with flying, didn't they? The
They
amount
did.
of weird, like, flying devices I've seen just on TV shows and stuff. They really want to. We want to fly, guys. So, for ages, they had the ones that are on the bike with the propellers, and they would propel on their feet, and it was like. Whee!
Did it actually work though?
I don't think so.
yeah.
But if you look at any history stuff, particularly like old flying
they're
machines from the
obsessed with
past,
it,
and like
yeah.
that one thing that was like a suit, and he had like a little. It was like going
The
in and
flappy
out.
wings,
The
yeah,
flappy.
and he died, didn't he? He jumped off something
He
and
died doing what he loved, dying.
Dying, yes, falling to his
but
death.
Propeller boat.
Well, I mean, like, if we think, like, I don't know, like,
Oh,
it seems
see,
kind of fun.
I wish I could fly.
No.
I touch the sky, but
No.
I can't.
It does seem kind of fun, but I'm also like, imagine if we just, I don't know, we went to Bognor Regis for the weekend. You know, they have like those lakes where you can go out on the little swan and like have a swan about on the
Yeah.
lake. Imagine if there was just like a lake filled with helicopter boats. Everyone would be dead instantly.
Everyone would be dead. You would not be able to
No
trust the British
safety.
public. to
No,
be able to-
absolutely
If
not.
it was like somewhere like Japan where everyone's respectful. Like, I can be like, okay, maybe they'd be able to do it. But like in the UK, if you did that in like Crazy Adventure Park or whatever, it would literally just be a load of chavs being like, hello, girl!
Yeah,
and then they'd ride them into like the rides and all of a sudden chaos.
Chavs going, hello, girl! Love that. Very threatening chavs, yes. I do love the past though. It's completely deranged because why didn't that take off? You'd think it would.
Well, it did take off.
Yeah. 1 in every 20 is funny.
Yeah.
But now we have those like water jetpack things that are like be a hovering man on the game.
Trains that can ride over one another. Oh, that's obscene.
Well, that's tanks. That's not a
that
train,
looks like a
is
tank,
it?
yeah.
Or is that maybe that's just what
Oh,
they
no,
had
look,
to do.
there's people
Oh,
inside.
she's
So
like,
it must be-
hello.
It's a bit bigger than, I guess, than what it looks. Zip lines that attach to your... Oh, people from the past were mad.
Why did you do this?
I was put all my body weight on my neck.
Well, I love that. Love that so much. Want one. The thing with doing the thing with the hair, you can actually suspend yourself from your hair.
Can you?
Well, it's like an acrobatics thing. I saw it at, when I went to that like burlesque show situation.
Oh yeah, when you were part of the show, she got her entire.
No, I would like to be part of a burlesque show, but I've got no rhythm at all, so probably not. Unless I just stand there and go, hello.
This act is over.
You can actually hang from your hair, and it's like you can do it, and it's quite impressive to see, but I do think like the average public person wouldn't be able to.
No.
So the idea that they're trying to say like, oh, it didn't catch on, I'm not surprised.
Not surprised. So motor wheel on one-wheeled car, mono-wheel, sorry, on one-wheeled car. I'm sorry, how the hell do you see what you're doing? That's like, get the hell out of my way, I will kill you.
Yeah, I do love that. That is, it's on the beach.
Beard swimsuits.
I mean, I'm all for telling men they need to cover up. Be more modest.
What the heck? What? That's not going to protect
Sure.
Portable changing room for B. Oh, it's very,
Okay, I can kind of get behind that. Because, like, not everyone wants to have your gully wigs out on the beach.
My grandma had one.
Oh, did she?
But it wasn't. It didn't look like that. It was like a huge sort of tent thing. I don't know how to. But she used to make us put it on at the beach when we would get changed, and it was like a huge neck piece we'd put on, and it had this massive like boost. Was it a bustier over it? And it was like it would come down. It didn't look so much like a tube thing like that, but it was like a big tenty
like
thing that you would put on, and your head would come at the front. And you would change, and you would take it off. My grandma had one. That's so weird.
I actually quite like that idea because like not everyone wants to be like completely naked on the beach. Totally understand, especially if it's like super busy, it's summer or whatever.
And especially because we were kids as well, so like she was like cover up.
Makes sense.
Nonsense looking at you go.
God.
No. At least my grandparents are very forward thinking, I guess, because nowadays like there's so much protection with children, like making sure no one's being weird or the groomer talk like she was like, well, you know.
But also like the weird people saying it are also like, back in my day it didn't exist. It's like, yes, it's because all the children were stolen.
My baby! Where's my baby?
They were all hung outside their windows. For
Yes,
people to
they
gawk
were,
at.
weren't they? Yeah, for people to be, oh, I love that one.
Oh, no, yeah, I love that, yeah, no.
Car jack that uses the exhaust to lift car. Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, I don't think pumping exhaust fumes like that into a thing. I mean, it's before what they called, like what they called?
Jacks.
Jacks.
But
Jack.
Oh, automatic lawnmower.
Oh.
No, I want to talk about I want to talk about So nowadays we couldn't do that because we actually have like strict laws on exhaust fumes.
Yeah,
They're
you
like,
couldn't
no, you
imagine.
can't just produce enough to lift your car up. Obscene.
Yeah, I don't think that's aged well. No.
Back in the day, they were like, no, God told me I could make this.
Yeah, God said
Fuck the
to
turtles.
Noah, pump it full of car fumes. Bicycle
She
lawnmower. Oh dear.
I quite like this.
That's
you can
fun.
get manual ones.
I guess kids could be like, look, Mum, I'm helping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dead.
and then he's like decapitated from the blade at the front. At the front is where the blade is. So this kid's like, dead. And now just cut himself on the blades.
I don't understand.
No, what?
Is this like, be careful, Margaret, your husband's dead? Or is it like, oh, look at this silly
Oh,
old...
Marge. She's not had much luck.
She hasn't, no. First, she was spat on from a flying helicopter.
Yeah.
And then she had her hair snatched as she went down the zip line.
And she fell out of a baby cage when
She
she
fell
was
out of a
young.
baby cage when she
Yeah.
was younger, and her husband's dead in the portable lawnmower.
I was held at gunpoint. My mum being told she was dying. My German Shepherd got killed on my driveway. My horse got killed outside my house. Harvey had a kidnap threat. Then I caught my husband cheating.
So this next thing is self-launching
This looks
lifeboat.
terrifying.
Oh my god.
It reminds me of an iron lung.
Oh!
Dead.
That
She's
is
off, girls.
Not iron
just-
lung.
Yeah,
Not-
I know,
No,
I
that
know.
man in the iron lung is like
the
I can't.
last one.
Static electricity assisted haircuts. What?
Oh,
Oh
interesting.
my god.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm going to shock you, Barbara. Give me
Yeah.
your hair.
Interesting concept. I mean, I can weirdly enough, I can sort of get behind it. I don't know if you've ever cut hair outside of that story when you were in school going, I've cut hair.
Well, before I went bald, I used to cut my own hair with like
Yeah.
shavers and stuff. So I
If you were to try and do like a sculpted cut, you do tend to lift it up and snip. So if
Yeah.
you could like, I don't know, get all of the hairs to stand
And
on
just
end.
use a hedge
then
trimmer.
just then like trim it into the shape you wanted. That would be quite useful, I guess.
mono wheel, one wheel. Oh, this is the smaller version. Of that
See,
thing.
I've seen this one
videos
before.
of this, yeah. But why?
They also did a parody of it on South Park.
Why did everyone? Wait! Actually, wait! Stop! Do you know one thing I will never understand? And maybe there is a reason. So please educate me. But like, there's a reason. I think I'm right because you don't see them anymore. Was three-wheeled cars?
I think they just fell out of favour.
Why was three-wheeled cars a thing?
I don't know. They're very weirdly British as well because of Only Fools and Horses.
And didn't Mr. Bean have one?
That's not true.
Maybe.
I think Mr. Bean had one.
Do you know what I find the most shocking thing about Mr. Bean? It only had 8 episodes.
Only 8 episodes.
Only 8 episodes, but it feels like this massive thing that went through all of our childhoods. It's only 8 episodes of Mr. Bean.
Mandela effect.
I know, it's
We
weird,
had.
isn't
I
it?
had one on video cassette, and I still remember the beginning because he would come on at the beginning and he was like, "Thank you for buying my video. Did you know there's another one, a blood red color?"
Red one, sort of blood-coloured one.
And he would
Oh,
like
she's an advertising
basically
queen.
advertising his other video cassettes, but he was like, it was. I'll put a clip in here if I can find it. But I don't know why that sticks in my mind so much. And the intro where he like falls from the sky and then hits the ground.
I don't know. I used to find him a bit too silly. So
Did
I
you?
didn't watch
Oh,
it.
no,
Yeah,
no.
I was a very prissy child. I was like,
You're
no,
a
we're
prissy
not doing-
adult.
I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So
right. Is
what-
she
yeah,
gonna die?
Why is your
Oh
obsession
shit!
with, like-
That is so fast.
I'm sorry. That would imagine that
sped
being
up?
road legal.
Just
Oh my
through
God,
the gate.
what?
Down the stairs. Get off, bitch! Out of the way.
Move, I'm gay.
That was so chaotic. What was that?
What was that thing? What was
As
that?
if he's trying to be like, this is what you can do with this device, this whirly gig.
Oh, I completely forgot to tell you. So,
God.
the last time I was getting some leg tattoo work, it was about like 5 weeks ago, right? I was coming home, and on the way home, I saw someone, like just an average, everyday person. It wasn't like someone dressed up funny. He was just driving a penny farthing down the street.
Oh, cute!
I was like, what is happening? Like, because
oh, you don't see them anymore,
no, because
do
like,
you?
I would expect it if he was wearing like old Englishy sort of like suits with the top hat. But he was just like dressed in everyday clothing, like every other person down the street. And I was like, why is this person just like randomly driving
That's
a penny
so
farthing down the
random.
street?
Because I was drunk.
Why is it even called a penny farthing?
I have
Did
no
they cost
idea.
a penny or something?
But
a
why
penny
was
like
it
£1
ever
million
made?
pounds?
Why did they go, I know, let's elevate it really high up? Why did they make...
They didn't have bicycle chains, so that's why when you had to put in a tiny amount of like your own pedal power, it had to have a huge wheel in order to carry you anywhere.
Oh my god. I love that
Wild,
you know
isn't it?
that.
I know.
Know it all, bitch.
Pedal-propelled mini scooter. God, what's that? Oh, she's off, girl.
Oh, she's
Good
off.
morning. Oh, we've got these now. You know those wheels, the mono wheels that people ride.
Jesus wheels.
Do you know what I'm talking about? We
Yeah,
have them now.
yeah. But like, that's very odd. Oh, motorized skate. Oh, motorized skates. No, stop it. That's,
Okay, that's a bit dangerous.
Someone is asking to
I can
die.
understand, but that's like a really early version of an e-scooter.
I guess, yeah. Early version of roller skates.
Oh, they look fun, don't they?
Oh,
They-
pump it up, go.
They look like
Don't you
cross-country
know? Pump
ones.
it up.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
the-
cross-country
Yeah,
rollerblades?
yeah.
They're, like beastly.
I used to have a scooter that had like the proper wheels on it that you could go on cross country.
I had a
things.
cross-country skateboard.
Oh.
I believe it. Ridiculous.
Oh my god, though the speed. I mean, I know it's sped up a bit, but like,
That's
Jesus.
quite insane. isn't it?
Mechanical exoskeleton for assisted walking.
Oh, we're working on these now as
Are we?
well. Interesting.
Oh, that does not look like. Oh my. Wait. So
That looks very rudimentary, doesn't it?
So how does it work then? Does it take some of the weight off? But then you're carrying a load of weight. What does it? I'm a bit confused what it does. How does that? What? Beat.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what that is. Oh, no, that's totally unneeded.
That is.
What is that?
I'm sorry.
The
That
worst. Oh, dead.
And then it cuts off. They were like,
1 second before disaster.
We can't. I need to look at
Too hot
this.
for
And like,
TV.
what is this meant to do? I'm really confused. Doesn't
It
look
reminds
like
me of that like one-man band thing.
Oh yeah, by Mary Poppins. But that I don't like. Maybe it did, but that I don't understand how that's gonna help you. It looks like you're just putting loads
Assisted
more weight
walking.
on you.
Yeah, because it would have to like touch the ground in order to make it actually assisted.
Yeah, because you're carrying it around with you, so you're having to lift up this extra weight. And also because like in the old days everything was so big. Like this doesn't look light.
No, it doesn't, does it? Anybody know what that is?
Anybody? No, assisted wheel walking living thing.
Oh, they did have some funny ideas, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. It was very
Enigmatic.
enigma. Sir Don Wagos.
What's this?
This is apparently a crash test vehicle system thing.
Oh God. From the 30s.
From, I think it's the 30s, yeah.
God.
So this person
Just don't crash.
driving a car. Oh my God.
Ejected? Oh.
What? So they were like, we're gonna test with real people. When
The
were crash
testers
tests?
didn't know, did they?
When were crash test dummies? Oh God! When were crash test dummies like around? When did it come into like?
Yeah, God, I don't really know. It's weird looking at things that we take crash testing for granted in terms
Yeah.
of like, oh, you know, you see those slow motion videos in like 8K or whatever. They were people once being like, I might die.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if he'd gone fully over the thing and just died in front of them
Yeah.
all. That
Ow.
would have like stopped car sales for like 20 years.
Yeah, could you imagine? Like, because it looks like it's going quite fast. It's not like going like
For a car that's got no like cage over you.
Yeah. It's just, oh yeah, because it's an open head.
Wild.
Well, blammo girls. Makes you think of The Simpsons. Hey, that's not a dummy. This exhibit is closed.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, wait. That's not a dummy.
This exhibit is closed.
I yearn for
The Simpsons. I just want to point out that there's like a spring thing at the front. I wonder if maybe that's what they're like. Oh, this is a new invention for your wife. Spring her up.
This is just on the side of the car, like tested
Die.
for whiplash. Like,
Well, did they even know about whiplash then?
I'm not
Like,
sure. When was whiplash invented? Please tell us down below, historians of the comptoir.
I guess when people started going faster than like 30 miles an hour.
So I realised I'm fanning myself. It makes your hair move. Oh, you
right,
okay?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, fan the woman.
Just call me
oh.
Kerry Colby.
Oh dear.
I know. The earth is hollow, girls.
Did she actually believe that, or is this like? Does she actually believe the? Oh
Well,
no, Kerry,
she-
come on,
she-
Sasha, get your children in order.
I know. She's kind of like, so she's elaborated on it further to be like, well, we just don't know, do we? And I'm like, well, we can tell. We can always tell. That saying is completely ruined now.
Cancelled.
I do want to say though, back in the day, they used to like there was like a weird scientific belief that if a woman went faster than 30 miles an hour, her womb would fly out.
Oh, no, 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 no. I beg your pardon.
Oh, for God's sake!
So women weren't allowed on trains, they weren't allowed on horses going fast, they weren't allowed in horse and carriages going over a certain amount of miles. People truly believed that the womb would just eject.
I mean, it is true. That is how I came out of
yeah.
my mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on a roller coaster and was like, woo!
Do you know, sometimes you make jokes and I'm like, this could be true. From all the trauma, this could be true. Your mum visited the Smiler in the future somehow. She time travelled.
She is the medium that we spoke about at the beginning. She went to the future to come back in the past and say, in the future this is going to happen, but the past this happens and my legs fall off and I die.
I can't remember some of the storylines we come up with. It's a very complicated
It is
show.
a very-
This one.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you're keeping up with the universe of Roly Luxeria, good luck, everybody.
Good luck, yeah, cheers to you. You deserve an OBE.
An OBE, the British Empire!
Thanks for watching
dead.
today.
Yeah, bye!
I think it's time when you go. So this is called the Snogometer. Oh,
God.
1965, teenage Malcolm Pickard built a contraption to measure the voltage of aptly called the Snogometer. The loved-up duo hold electrodes in their hands, and their passionate snogging is measured with the sound effects and lighting scale.
Like, I know I'm white, and I know you're white, but this is very white.
This is the
people.
whitest thing
Like,
I've
very
ever
like,
seen.
oh my god,
But can
we
I
must
also say
analyze the
something? I'm
snog through
sorry.
making sound effects.
What in the pedo is this? This
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
a
a
bit
12-year-old
much.
child and an adult.
Yeah, the
hills of eyes.
In what context would you need this? Like, I can't imagine this ever like hitting market.
I'm
but
snogging,
then again, they
and it has
invented
beeping sound.
exactly.
Beep, beep.
They invented that plutonium bomber, didn't they?
Yeah,
so
that's
I guess
true.
anything could have been made. Would you ever use the Snogometer? If you're
I
like,
am the Snogometer.
Excuse me, I've matched with you on Boombliers, and I
Boombliers.
need you to understand that I must have at least a voltage of 6 or above in order to get
I
married.
actually just hold a tase when I make out with people and go, tase you, bitch! No.
This is grooming. Okay. All right. A bike for the whole family. The 4-position bicycle gave a family the opportunity to travel as a unit. The invention also contained a built-in sewing machine for the mother.
I'm
for the
sorry.
mother. For the mother. For the mother. Like, oh, it might as well have a dishwasher in it as well.
Why? Like, that can't, like, that has to be a joke.
Surely it must be.
But then I guess everything else we've seen in this video seems so obscene. Like, the people from the past were a
Why
bit
would you
mental.
need to like sew on the go?
Like, oh, so on the go, girls!
Yeah, I mean
That's
that
a new-
could have been the caption, couldn't it? The slogan.
She made millions of dollars doing that.
So on the go.
Girls! Are you ever in a rush to get somewhere? Well, so on the go.
She's also sitting off to one side, so that would be impossible to keep your balance.
Oh yeah, really unbalanced.
Has she got a handbrake?
I think so.
Or is it maybe it's just a handle?
She looks terrified.
She's gonna
She
die.
actually looks
She's the first one into the road with trucks. Oh my goodness me. Anything that involved going over the face or the head back in the day, I hated this.
The
okay.
Isolator.
Right. The anti-distraction helmet from 1925. Maybe I need this.
Yeah, you do.
The purpose of the Isolator was simple. The wooden helmet blocked out sound and vision in order to keep... In order to keep the wearer focused on whatever the task they had in hand. Gernsback claimed that the helmet reduced noise by up to 95%, and the tiny glass spy hole ensured that no amount of nearby movement would rouse the wearer from their work. I think the person who invented this clearly had ADHD.
Yeah.
They were like, I need to make some way of me just focusing on the work I need to do.
That is obscene.
I hate the fact it's got like an oxygen tank associated with it as well.
I think-
like
when
they
I
couldn't
think
just
I-
have like a little tube to breathe.
Yeah, like I think of this and I just think war. It looks like a war
yeah, it
device.
does,
Like
doesn't it?
the radiation, the gas
Yes,
is like
survive
trying
the
to, like-
radiation. Yeah, very that.
That is obscene.
Clearly this man is like, nobody can ever just focus on what they're doing, so I need a wooden helmet.
I've been more distracted by the heaviness suddenly on my shoulders.
What's with the like
What's this little bit-
trunk?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's so that it's easier to talk? I don't know.
Oh, hello.
The dimple maker.
Oh, yes.
It is a device that presses holes into your face if you wore it for an extended period of time.
Yes.
Here, a young lady demonstrates a dimple machine at the Inventors Congress in Chicago. Would that work?
Yeah, well, no. Years ago, I remember I reacted to like an oldie worldy way of like makeup and beauty products, and this was like a thing, and people would swear that it would work, but realistically, it's the same as like if you squeezed your muscle in your arm, you're not gonna have a dent there.
Yeah.
Like, it's just muscle tissue. Unless, of course, you somehow like actively heated and scarred the tissue or pierced it.
Well, like, yeah, because like
Piercing,
now
really.
people get dimple piercings, they pierce their cheeks and then leave it, let it heal and take them out. And
You
then
can have
get
dimple
dimple
surgery as well to like make it, but it involves like actually shortening the muscle fibers here.
God,
or the
what
fat
is?
fibers.
It's not
Fat
worth
cells.
it, sis.
It's not, is it?
It's not worth it.
Also, it's such a weird way of being like, you don't have dimples. You disgusting whore! Make your dimples now!
I guess people.
You've got dimples. You'd be very.
I've got little
very,
dimples. Yeah.
very, very popular.
I know.
In the 30s.
All the men would want
I'd
me.
be like, oh, you beautiful woman with your
put
dimples.
on a tiny wig.
If only it took some dimples to make you a woman.
Can you imagine?
Transition would be so easy.
The TERFs would be pleased.
They wouldn't.
They all think J.K. Rowling's a man now, so.
Oh well,
she needs dimple surgery.
Yeah, we can always tell.
New kind of hat worn 10 minutes a day grows hair in 30 days or no cost.
Of course it grows. Well, your hair grows in 30 days, so that's ridiculous.
And the writing's a bit shit here. So it says, no matter how thin your hair may be, this remarkable new scientific invention is absolutely guaranteed to give you a brand new growth of hair in 30 days, or it costs you nothing. Don't send a cent. Just smell. Is it meant to say like if you got hair loss, you can like?
Yeah, like there's absolutely no way that could like ever
Scams
work.
from the past, I guess.
Yeah, really scammy.
Because I
really
can imagine
scammy.
there's probably, even though they're saying money back or no cost, I bet if for people being like lazy or they can't be bothered, about half the people that would buy this wouldn't be like bothered to get the money back or to do that.
Oh,
So they would be
100%.
like, oh, okay, fine.
But the way they phrase that as well, like grows hair in 30 days. Like your hair will grow in 30 days. So I wonder if they were like, can you prove it that your hair just like no single hair grows on your hair?
There's
in 30
definitely
days?
a scam going on
Scandal,
here.
girls. Oh.
Anti-bandit bag. This 1963 inventor... Bandit.
The piss bandits.
Oh, the ass bandits. Puff. Inventor John H.T. Renfret demonstrates his anti-bandit bag. To foil thieves, the chain is pulled and the bottom of the case falls out, so the contents are scattered on the floor. That'll stop those thieves from getting the contents of my bag. No, it won't. Look, what?
It actually just makes your life a lot harder.
But also, like, if you suddenly got money or things in there, the thieves gonna be like, oh, here's some money. Let me run away with the money.
So does that mean, like, if someone tries to snatch it from you, you have to reach for a chain and then be like,
Yeah, I don't
aha,
know.
it's gone everywhere, girls. I mean, I can sort of understand the need for, like, security, I guess, back in the day, but would that even work? Like, would a thief be put off by, like, surely then they'd be able to see the contents of your bag and be like, oh, gold watch, snatched.
Yeah, or if he's like really rich, he'd be like, well, maybe I'll try to rob him himself. Here's a gun. Give me your money in your pockets.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, a woman.
She's playing footsie with me under the desk.
Lies. I just have stumps.
I'm gay, so back off.
Leave me alone. I'm gay.
Bitch.
You don't look like it, sis.
No, yeah, sorry. Leave me
Appropriating.
alone. I'm gay.
Queer beta. I'm sorry.
Madame Roly.
Madame Roly! Oh, here she is.
The toilet
psychic.
mask.
The toilet mask.
Or
okay.
face glove.
That is, toilet mask is so like Mr. Hands.
Oh, it is.
Two
Oh,
Girls,
yeah.
One
it's
Cup.
very, oh my god.
Kids in Sandbox.
Oh, it's sharp. I
toilet
didn't
mask.
know. Blue waffle.
Blue waffle toilet mask is a natural beautifier for bleaching and preserving the skin and removing complexional imperfections. It is soft and flexible in form and can be easily applied and worn without discomfort or inconvenience. That looks quite inconvenient.
It does, yeah.
Whatever that is, yes. It is recommended by eminent physicians and scientists as a substitute for injurious cosmetics. Well, I guess they were quite injurious.
Everything was
back
lead.
then, yeah. Complexion blemishes may be hidden imperfectly by cosmetics and powders, but can only be removed by permanently by the toilet mask. By roughness and etc. Is that what that is? Vanish from the skin, leaving it soft, clear, brilliant and beautiful. It is harmless, costs little and saved pounds uselessly expended for cosmetics, powders and lotions, etc. And prevents and removes wrinkles and is both a complexion preserver and beautifier. No single explanation of what it is.
No, she's
just like, put this on and you're lovely girl.
And
Oh, she
all
was
your
a lovely
moles, all
woman.
your skin tags, all your complexion issues, all your rosacea, gone.
Gone.
Shut up and take my money.
No, 1895, so that's really old as well. Really, really old.
That's obscene.
How does it bleach the skin, though? What's it got in it? I love the fact they were like, injurious cosmetics, but we will be bleaching your skin.
We will be bleaching, and like, if you've got like moles and stuff, like, is it meant to like scratch them off? Like, what?
Well, I don't even know what we're really looking like. It doesn't even look like she's wearing a mask, really. I mean, it's a
and
very
it
like
just
loose. It just looks like it's a face tape, Miss Fame.
Yeah, it just says an advert from 1895 demonstrating a beautifying face glove for bleaching and preserving the skin and removing
To be worn 3 times in the week. I don't understand what it is.
Why
Toilet
is
mask.
it called the toilet mask?
I think because back in the day, like, the toilet wasn't like what it is today, if you know what I mean.
They sold KFC in the toilet.
Oh, don't be vulgar,
Kentucky
girls.
Fried Toilet.
Disgusting. The portable hat radio. Decades before the mobile wonders of the Walkman, iPod, and the Mobilier, the idea of being able to listen to your radio on the move was inconceivable, girls, due to the bulky apparatus of early radios. Thought to have been created by an inventor in Berlin during the 30s. Ah, so that would have been potentially for like war, really.
Maybe, yeah.
This bizarre apparatus was essentially a straw hat with 2 large antennas sticking out the top of it. Despite other versions of the radio hat being made in an array of different materials, none caught on with the public. Not only was it cumbersome, but there were issues with the signals. The invention of the transistor radio in 1955 eventually revolutionized listening to the radio music on the go.
I couldn't imagine having to walk around with that on your head because it's probably quite heavy.
I imagine though, because there wasn't really any other portable option, like it would have been like, oh, is that just what you've got now?
Yeah, I always think it's very strange, like places from like time from the past. Like if you ever wanted to listen to music, you had to go and find a show. You couldn't,
yeah.
Like you couldn't just like listen to music whenever you wanted. Like you had to
Well,
go.
I guess in your home you could if you were like, if you had the money to, of
If you were
course,
really
like
rich.
a gramophone or whatever. I love the fact in the past that like listening to a music was like an active thing. Like you'd be like, I'm going to listen to half an hour of music now
Yeah.
and not do anything. Whereas now I'm like, music is just on whilst something else is happening.
Yeah, like an active volcano.
Have you seen the meme of this when it's like,
No.
oh, it's like some disgusting meme on, I think it was Twitter where I saw it, where it's like some hideous man just like wearing it and being like, what I see, what she sees when she's going down on my girls. It's just these like beady eyes looking through them.
So these are some glasses in the 1930s in England. These glasses appeared offering a lazy reader the chance to lay down in bed but still be able to read books. Essentially similar logic to periscopes with mirrors redirecting vision. They clearly didn't catch on and probably weren't very comfortable or practical. I love that
they didn't catch on.
I love that they say it's for like lazy readers instead of going, this could have been helpful for someone who like actually has
Bedridden,
mobility or mobility issues. They're like, no, it's for lazy readers.
Lazy, oh, you are but they were very offensive in the way they used to write about people back
Yeah.
then, weren't they? I probably would have used this.
Well, I remember having toys when I was
then.
younger that I would like you would look in and it had like that mirror that would go up like that.
That's a
It was, like,
periscope,
to
yeah.
like look over walls and stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Weird that it didn't catch on because reading was like a huge thing then. It was kind of like the only real form of entertainment you had.
And reading
like,
is what?
Thunder.
No, this has to be a joke. Chain smoker.
oh.
If one cigarette didn't offer enough nicotine fix, smokers could inhale from 10 cigarettes at once with this chain smoker device. The device might appall doctors today. That can't be. Is that real, Luxeria?
Well, it even says there, but in the mid 20s,
You're a mess, woman.
but in the mid 20th century, physicians were proponents of smoking. They would have been like, yes, it's really good for you. Have 10. Realistically, if you wanted like 10, it should be a cigar. But I don't think women were allowed cigars, were they? I think it was a very like.
Even cigars were banned. And
I don't think women were, because it was seen as like male status. It used to be really frowned upon for women to smoke, and then there was like a reaction movement, and it was seen as like a woman had her own penis when she smoked, because it was associated with such masculine qualities that it was like threatening when men would see women smoke, because it was considered like akin to having a penis.
I could
kind
imagine.
of a little bit like Americans and their guns right now. It's very like, if you take away that, like, I'm not a man.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
I could not imagine back in the day, when you say things like that, I couldn't imagine what it must have been like back in the day for just people to have sex in general.
Oh, awful.
Were they all just like, oh...
Oh, a lovely
she's
song.
spoken up.
What's she doing? Silly.
That was very strange.
That
But,
was.
Like, did they do when you were having sex? You were like, no, you can't look at me when you're going to suck my willy. But obviously, you can't suck my willy, so you got to do it like while reading the Bible.
Well,
like, what?
don't forget, also, like, the act of sucking willies was also invented at one point.
Yeah, that's
because
like-
it wasn't considered normal to
Yeah.
do all that. Oh, I quite like this. Springs tucked into the heels of shoes might have put some pep into the wearer's
boingy
step.
boingy.
Yes, in 1930s, coils have since been made their way inside the soles of sneakers to absorb shock. Oh, is that what that is? This
this
spring
feels like
shoes.
early moon shoes.
It does a little
Something
bit.
about putting
doesn't
like
it?
springs and trampolines in your ankles don't feel like a good idea.
Oh, yeah, but I do wonder if maybe it was for like shock absorbent purposes. But,
Maybe.
like, to put it in a heel is ridiculous. Like, they couldn't just be like, women are not allowed to wear flat shoes.
No.
The front was also somewhat suspended. That would make sense for like, I don't know, ankle support or
Yeah.
something. But the idea that it's just literally on like a tiny heel. and
Because
being
it feels like this is
"Spring
gonna make
this
you,
woman."
your heel gonna go wee.
Did it maybe make like the woman's breasts bounce in a certain
Maybe.
way when she was walking?
Oh yeah, men were like, oh,
Yeah.
if we did this,
I know.
your tits will jiggle.
Maybe
girls.
that's what it is. Maybe they jiggle more.
Yeah,
and
my
men
titties don't
would be
jiggle,
very
jiggle.
pleased. There. The Ice Baby Challenge. The Ice Baby carrying device. Invented in 1937 by the hockey player Jack Milford. Oh, Milf Manor. This carrying device allowed him and his wife to carry their baby on the ice. But what if you both fell?
Well, I'm just fell in the baby's out about because
What if someone just couldn't stop and they were like, sliced?
what? I'm sorry. One place you never want to take a baby is a fucking ice rink.
Yeah, I don't think that's needed in the
Like,
slightest.
why don't the husband let the wife go off and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go ice skating, and he sits with the baby on the side. If someone else lost control as well, because I think
If you went like that and then the baby was like, ice.
exactly,
dead.
because I think with a lot of this stuff, like with ice skating, with driving and all that stuff, you can be a wonderful as much you are, but you have to look out for other people. Like
Incidents happen.
Really, the danger of the road. If you could be the best driver in the world, the danger is other people.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
So things like this is the same. You've got to hope that no one else loses control and doesn't go into the baby, smash you go.
Very, very that. Yeah.
Like-
also, if you want to like leave and like you have to get to the wall, what if the baby's just like smack?
Exactly. Because as well with ice rinks and stuff as well, it's one of those places that like anyone can go on it.
Yeah.
There's no like, have you taken your ice skating course? Like
Yeah.
anyone
Especially
can go on
back
it.
now, even
Yeah.
the babies are allowed on the ice
That's
skating.
obscene.
We don't need any of these devices. I'm not surprised why loads of them didn't catch on. Also, how many times a year do you go ice skating that you need to purchase an ice skating like that? But the next time that winter comes around, that baby will be able to walk.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Weird. Well, guys, we are well and truly aboard that trigger train, confused and bewildered. We're speeding down the runway, about to crash off a cliff and plunge to our death.
Yes, well, maybe we're going to hang ourselves out of the window in a little baby box.
Hang yourself
and
for
plunge
Jesus.
to the death.
Jesus loved a good hanging.
Oh, let's not go there. Well, it's true.
He did, yeah.
did,
Him
yeah.
and his men used to go and
Him and
constantly...
his band of
Him
men.
and his band of men, yeah.
Him and his 13
Yeah.
platonic male
Would be
friends.
raw dogging, then hanging people.
Jesus was polygamous.
Yeah, he was actually part of the witch trials. Ooh, the Salem witch trials beat Jesus.
I think he was a bit before those times, but
Yeah,
you
no.
can't be for sure.
Well, Jesus is omnipresent, isn't he? Oh, that God, no, God's omnipresent.
I mean, Jesus is also part of God. I don't know.
yeah,
It's
I
the-
don't know.
The universe
yeah.
of that is
the
very
universe of
confusing.
Jesus is Peach. Thank you for watching today's video. This has been interesting.
It has.
How did you feel? What have you like learnt from today?
That everyone in the past has
died.
such a cavalier attitude towards their own safety.
Yeah.
I think the most surprising was the crash test like situation.
Yeah,
where
he just
was like just drive into the wall and see what happens. Literally that. I'm just a bit like, really?
Drive into the wall. Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll survive.
Maybe
Who
won't,
knows?
but at least we'll know
Yeah.
how we make the car
We're
next.
quirky.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
dark.
that's really
Odd,
strange. What
odd.
odd. But anyway,
Yes.
let us know what your favorite vintage invention was today's video. What was that? Tell me down below. What was your favorite? Mine, I think just because it was obscene, I quite like the little baby stroller where she had to hold on. It's on the wheel.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I think maybe not my favorite, but the most like, I don't know, if I was in the past and speaking to someone with ADHD, is that wooden mask
The wooden
that stops
mask,
you
yeah.
from being distracted. Like, horrible invention, but like, interesting that someone was so plagued enough to create it.
Yeah,
that
well,
they were like,
here's
no
what I
one
made
Oh,
earlier.
thank you, yeah. Oh, yeah, don't need to put a face on.
Oh, and she's actually wearing the toilet mask
I
right
am,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Complexion bleached.
Exactly. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know if there's any videos that are coming up. Wow.
And with that,
I think it's time to
not go to the past.
No, not go to the past and die. Goodly bye, Lo.
Goodly bye, yeah.